Alright everybody, I am in Lincoln, Nebraska. Second largest city in the state and also the capital. We will be going to the capital later today. That is the wife and I. But right now I am in the historic Haymarket area. And of course, as soon as I talk, there's a lot of noise. The area I am in is called the historic Haymarket. You can see that it is a warehouse type district. In the late 1800s, this was a booming manufacturing area, but like in a lot of cities, it fell into disrepair and was basically abandoned, and the city has basically changed it into an entertainment district. That's really nice. I've already walked around it. It's full of restaurants and bars and one-of-a-kind retail, that kind of thing. You see this in a lot of cities, and it's, you know, it's a great idea. Every city that does it. In 2020, there was 291,000 people. Sorry, I had to look at my notes. 291,000 people here in the city on the last census. The metro's 362,000. So it's not a huge city. It's a small city. For many people, just the right size. You know, because it's not so crowded and the traffic's not bad, etc., etc. Now, I went on to Reddit to see what the locals say. Probably the only complaint that I read was that the city kind of rolls up in the winter when it gets real cold, and it does get real cold here. Basically shuts down at 7 o'clock at night, but that just goes back to the fact that this is a city for families. It's really what Lincoln's all about. Alright, I'm still in Haymarket at Iron Horse Park. It's real nice. The fountain here. They've got an old train. Always love to take a close look at an old train. It's the male in us, isn't it? Those male who are watching. It's weird how we love trains, but we do. But there's a really cool mural over here too. Let's take a look at it real quick. Or I don't know if that's a mural. It's actually designed. I don't know what you call that. One of you guys can straighten me out on that. Yeah, that's really, really beautiful though, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. I like that. Wow, look at this. Lincoln Hide and Fur Building. It doesn't take much imagination to deduce that that building is probably from the mid to late 1800s. It's always a good sign when you arrive at a city to see crane or cranes. That means there's growth. But I had to stop and take a look at this building. Kind of fascinated by it. It's so tall and skinny. It's called, is it Lied Place or Lied? One of the locals here can straighten me out on that. It's spelled L-I-E-D. Not sure what the pronunciation is, but it's an interesting building. Yeah, it's got a big parking lot or parking structure in the back. I mean, it looks just wide enough to have offices, like a single row, huh? Am I guessing right? Very interesting, I think. Now this is the Center for Performing Arts. I'm actually, I believe, right at the edge of the University of Nebraska's campus. Yeah, campus is over here. We'll walk over and take a little look at it. Because, you know, I have a story about Nebraska University. Sort of a story. I was born in Oklahoma, as it is for a lot of native Oklahomans. We are big Oklahoma Sooner fans, specifically the football team. And growing up, my Saturdays were spent watching OU crush the competition. In the late 70s and into the 80s, OU was a powerhouse in the thick of things every year. But guess who else was in the same conference? That's right, University of Nebraska. They were the enemy. Oh, some of those games back in the day. It wasn't unusual for both teams to be ranked top 5, sometimes even 1 and 2 when they went into their battle every year. And it was a huge battle every year. One of the big games every year. Nowadays, neither team has the glory it once did. I don't even think they're in the same conference anymore. But, fond memories. And you know what? In a sign of respect, I will be buying myself a University of Nebraska t-shirt, and I'm going to hang it right next to my OU t-shirt in my closet. Well, we got a cluster of Lewis and Clark statues here. Looks like a Native American girl, perhaps, holding a flag from the 1800s. And it looks like they have Lewis and Clark, the two of them, with what is probably their Native American guide. Yeah, it's pretty cool. What if it says anything on the map? Nope, nothing on the map. A couple of beautiful old buildings here. Oh, Gold's Gym. Wow. Wonder if that's still open. I'm gonna go get in a Bronco and I'm going to head over to the Speedway Motors Museum. I especially want to see it because the museum features some good old-fashioned Detroit steel, and well, in my opinion, those are the greatest cars ever built. So yeah, going to head over there now. Alright, I'm at the Speedway Motors Museum. Yeah, I'm already liking what I see. Alright, let's go check out these cars. Voted #1 in USA Today's best attraction for car lovers. Well, let's see if it lives up to that. Yeah, this place is huge. There is 3 floors of cars here. So I'm really looking forward to it. Let's see what they got here. Okay, so this is called the Pup. It was built in 1938. See those seat belts on the seat? This was the first race car ever built with seat belts. That's really interesting. This is the Johnny Lightning Special, driven by Al Unser. This is one of the most winning cars in history. Now this is the Dunseth Chevy. Car that won a lot of races, and it's just cool looking. I love it. I would drive that around town. Can you imagine going over to the grocery store and pick up a 6-pack in that? That would be so cool. An old Bronco. It's like the one I had when I was in high school. Now those of you who have been following my channel know that I have a new Bronco currently. But man, there's a soft spot in my heart for these. Mine was blue and the top would come off. Yeah, it's nice. This is a 1957 Thunderbird, one of my dream cars. It is beautiful. See if we can take a look at the inside. Yeah. I would like to drive that home right now. Look at this 1966 Plymouth Belvedere. This is the very definition of Detroit steel. Look at that, it's gorgeous. If you ever come to Lincoln, Nebraska, this has got to be at the top of your list. But oh boy, look at the cars I'm walking up on. Oh, wow. Little coffin car. 1932 Ford 2-door. Will you look at that? And we all know this car, the Red Baron. God, I've seen pictures of that so many times. Look at that. That is so cool. This is the Outlaw car. And this is another car I've seen in pictures a million times. The Boot Hill Express. Look at that. That is so cool. That would be so fun, huh? I like that they have a skeleton next to it. That is amazing. Get a little bit closer look here. So you drive it up here. Wow. Awesome, huh? Anyway, as I was going to say, I can't show you everything, but I'll show you the highlights. And this is a Tucker. If I was a multi-millionaire, I would definitely want one of these in my collection. It really is a thing of beauty. It's got the suicide doors. Let's look at the inside here. I mean, look at the inside. The dash is not on the passenger side. Look at all that room. Wow. That is a beauty. Yeah, I don't even know what this is. There's not a sign. But wow. I would guess it was probably built maybe in the 50s, 60s, maybe even 70s, and coined a future car. Because look, it's got a TV in it. I guess, not sure what that is. Is that a real TV or is that just... I don't know. I don't see the steering wheel either. Huh. Look at that. Yeah, this has got a steering wheel. It's odd looking. But again, it's got another one of these bubble tops on it. This kind of looks like an old Corvette, doesn't it? That they changed around a little bit. Oh man, look at this. Yeah, you can't drive this, I don't think. There's no place for a driver. Yeah, there's Batman behind. This is crazy. I'll swing around it here. Look at that big exhaust pipe. Huh. This is a 57 Corvette. And you can see it's not shiny and new looking. This is the only 57 Corvette that has not been restored. So this car is still exactly like it was when it rolled off the assembly line. Nothing has been changed. That's something, huh? Alright, I'm heading up to the second floor of the museum. Just had to video these posters on the stairwell. That's really cool. Oh my god. You know it's a great museum when it has soapbox derby cars. But you look at this. Wow. Who as kids built these? Besides me. Those of you who say yes in the comments, you're going to show your age. Wow, those are fantastic. One of the other cool things about the museum is it has every kind of motor engine imaginable on display. Wow, this museum just goes on and on. I've never seen so many things on wheels. They got bicycles and motorcycles here. Look at that. I mean, every kind of bicycle imaginable. Huh. Look at these pedal cars. I actually collect pedal cars. Well, I'm trying to. I have 5 now. One of these is the oldest one in the world, so I'm looking for it. This one was built in 1927. That is worth a fortune. I've been collecting these, and the antique pedal cars, they are worth a lot of money. That's why I don't have too many of them yet. This is from the 1930s. Huh. Wow, what's this one? From 1924. Look at that. It's built in 1924. It was given as a gift in 1924 to a 3-year-old. He played with it for a year or two, and then it was put in his grandmother's attic, where it stayed for 60 years. And then they discovered it. Yeah, this is worth a fortune. That is really awesome. Oh yeah, they have wagons too, but not your normal little red wagon. I mean, look at that. That is a wagon. See, that's the handle. Wow. 1968 Police Highway Patrol. That is so cool. God, look at this one. 1955. There's a pedal car. Man, that's a fancy one there. Can you imagine being 3 or 4 years old and getting one of these? Oh my gosh. How cool would that be? So a 1971 Ford Pinto pulling a U-Haul trailer. That'd be so much fun as a kid, wouldn't it? Oh. Of course you gotta have some fire engines, don't you? That is so cool. Look at this, they even have pedal boats. I believe this might be it here. Was it Gendron or Gendron? Pioneer Racer, number 2, 1906. 1906. This thing is over 100 years old. This pedal car. It's just unreal. This is the biggest collection of pedal cars I have ever seen. This museum is worth it just for this. I would come to a museum that just had these. They have so many here. Look, they got airplanes too. God, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? It's amazing. Yeah, you can see the pedal underneath. Wow. Okay, I was wrong about that other car. This is it right here. This is the world's oldest pedal car. 1904. American Rolling Peanut. Would you look at that? Some kid just past the turn of the century played with this. Wow. Top level race cars for kids. It's still pedal powered, but it's much bigger. Yeah, this would be for a bigger kid, wouldn't it? Probably 10 years old. I'd play with one of these things. Yeah, it's awesome. Alright, here's a Model T Speedster. Not refurbished, they've left it in its original condition. Look at that, will you? I guess that's his spare right there, huh? Look at the inside. Wow. Yeah, you can tell that's missing a seat. They left it just like it is. That's pretty cool. Wow, look at this. painter supplies. Ford Model T trucks. That's something, isn't it? Imperial Palace Bakery. That just looks fun to drive to me. I mean, seriously, I just want to hop behind the wheel and start it up. That looks fun. Wow. This is the actual 10 millionth Model T built. And it's New York to San Francisco via Lincoln Highway. That might be in reference to the Detroit-Lincoln-Denver Highway, which is one of the historic roads that I believe you can still drive down. The road actually goes to downtown Lincoln. There's a third floor to this museum, so I'm going to head up there now. And just like the other stairwell, they have it heavily decorated, this time with lunch boxes. Every wall of this museum is crammed with stuff. Oh, look at this. Look at that, Fat Albert. And Charlie's Angels. Whoa, I want that one. Yeah, I would love that one. I collect these too, by the way. I don't have a Charlie's Angels. I'm gonna have to get me one. Of course I do have Star Wars. Dozens of Star Wars. Batman and Robin. I want that one too. Look at that. It's amazing. A-Team, I want that. Pigs in Space. Wow. I would have never thought to decorate a wall this way. Someday we're going to own a home again. And I'm going to decorate a wall just like this. It's amazing. Look at all this. Goodness gracious. I haven't seen Hot Wheels yet. I'm going to assume they have them. I also collect Hot Wheels. Now of those I've got probably, geez, 1,000 Hot Wheels. Yeah, but anyway, look at these old pedal cars they got up here. A 1957 space scooter. Again, for a kid, see the little tires underneath? I mean, that is something. They have a huge display of model cars here. You know, the kind you buy at the toy store and put together yourself. Huge collection of them. Yeah, anyway, you can see the Lincoln skyline from here to the, well, now in middle, exact middle of frame. That is the Capitol building. Second tallest in the country. The wife and I will be going there shortly. As soon as I'm done here. I just talked to the guy that works here though. There is one thing they don't have, and it shocks me. Hot Wheels. They don't have a single Hot Wheel here. In my opinion, that is a mistake. Wow, will you look at this. A 67 Camaro Pedal Car. Holy S-H-I-T. I don't want to say the actual word because YouTube doesn't like that, but whoa, look at this thing. That is so cool. Every time I think I've seen it all. And these pedal cars. Caterpillar. It's even got the track there. And you pedal it and you steer it with these. We got an International as well. With the metal tracks. Alright, I just left the car museum. It is the best one I have ever been to. Amazing. If you come to Lincoln, Nebraska, you have got to go to it. Set aside yourself 3 or 4 hours to see it. You'll not regret it. Anyway, now I'm going to pick up the wife and we are going to tour the Nebraska Capitol building. Wow, look at that church. That is beautiful. And it happens to be across the street from the Nebraska Capitol building. That is where we're going right now. Another shot of the building. I am going inside. Looks like here on the lower floor. Is this it?
Yes.
Is this the way in?
Yes.
I want to take that with me. It's cool. Anyway, okay, let's go in then. Is there security?
Not right there.
Huh?
Not right there, no.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I didn't really go in, honey. I just checked the door, so I'm not
All right.
Your guess
I'll follow you. Let's see.
is as good as mine.
Let's go on in. Wow. This is one of those rare capitals that does not have security. Ah, I can't believe it. No security. Ooh, it's kind of musty smelling in here, isn't it?
And cavernous.
Huh?
Very large and cavernous.
Yeah, this is a cavernous hall. It's a good way to describe it. It's kind of pretty awesome.
I feel like I'm going through a tunnel. See?
Yeah, it does.
The bricks up top.
Yeah, there's a brick up there. Feels like we're 3 or 4 floors below the ground, huh? Looks like this is a hall of governors of sorts. I got all the former governors on the wall. All right. All right, we're up on the next floor. A little bit fancier here with the marble. And it's got a dome up there. That's not the dome at the top of the building. Really awesome looking chandelier. It's a pretty grand room though here. It's a pretty grand room here.
This is definitely a very,
It's got some dinosaurs on the floor.
definitely a very original capital.
Yeah, very original
I
capital.
haven't seen any of the other states do it like this before.
Yeah. And look at that painting on that door. You see that?
Yeah, they've got a lot of very Native American inspired things here.
It's a Native American? I mean, clearly it is, but yeah, that's something, isn't
Who
it?
cares? I was like, what would you call it?
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
really, I like that. It's beautiful.
That's pretty awesome, yeah.
On the ground,
Huh?
it'd be nice if some of these were displayed.
I know. They got all kinds of cool stuff in the ground here, yeah. I guess this is Zeus, probably, huh?
I guess.
And then right by him,
I wonder if some of this is explained in some of these little brochures I just got.
yeah, right by him they have dinosaurs. Yeah, I've already seen some of these dinosaurs. It's pretty cool. Look at the walls here. And the light fixtures. And then of course you can't miss the ceiling. Holy cow. Something. Let me zoom up a little bit. Yeah, that's on the ceiling.
Some black marble. Do you see amber glass and black marble?
I don't know, but I see cool artwork on this dome up here.
Apparently,
And then right here,
yeah, this is it.
this is it.
It says there are 8 murals. I see 3.
Yeah, there's 3 murals here.
So the other ones are, yeah, this is it. This has to be the memorial chamber.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, yeah. If it didn't sit in my purse,
All
I
right,
might
you're
forget
getting
it.
her book stamped.
Oh gosh, she puts everything on camera.
No worries, my dad's the same way. Good photo?
That's good.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Let me see.
And let's get you a page to blot it with.
Oh, thank
Yep,
you.
Nebraska.
Thank
There you go,
very
honey.
much.
Okay, so we were told that this guy here, who's holding the fish, that the fish points to the elevator that will take us to the observation deck. And yes, the elevator's right here. So we're gonna go up there.
Very old fashioned at school.
I know. That's gonna be fun, huh? Huh? It's coming down. Ding, ding, ding. A very old school elevator, isn't it? All right, it's here.
How are all those kids supposed to be getting in this tiny little elevator?
This is a little elevator, isn't it?
It's definitely old-fashioned.
Do you know which floor?
14.
14. All right, here we go. Lies to tell you what floor you're on or you're going to. It's all digital now, usually. That is awesome. That's cool, they left the elevator alone, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They left a lot of things alone.
Yeah, we're up here on the 14th floor.
Where do you want to go?
Let's go see what the city looks like from way up here. Yeah. There's downtown. Nice view from up here. There's that church right in the beginning of the video. See that right there in the middle frame? Yeah, you can see everywhere. You can see the arena that the Cornhuskers play in right there. Yeah, there it is. The stadium, I mean to say. And the basketball arena over there. Very cool. And that museum is straight over that way. Yeah, about right there. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's like a little narrow walkway here, isn't it? Huh. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Anyway, there's got to be a way to see the dome on the roof. What's down this little hallway? Oh, here it is. This is what we're missing. Yeah, this is the dome on the roof. I was hoping we could see it.
These are the 8 murals.
Huh?
These are the 8 murals.
Yeah, look at all this. What else is up here? Anything?
Somewhere in here it was explaining the 8 murals.
Okay. Is there any explanation for the statue on top?
I haven't found it yet. Oh yeah,
Huh?
explain that.
Okay, we're outside now. Found out what that statue is on top of the dome. It's the sower. It's 19 feet tall, and it represents agriculture. Which, that makes sense for Nebraska, doesn't it?
Yes.
Because they grow the nation's food here. We finished the Capitol. Wasn't really much in the way of a museum in there.
No.
And there's not one here on the grounds either. Usually there is. So I guess that's it.
It's an interesting building, though.
Yeah, it's a great building.
I'm not likely to confuse it with any of the other Capitol buildings.
Yeah, it was a really interesting building.
Oh, yes.
Definitely beautiful.
Statue.
Anyway, we are done here in Lincoln, and we are heading to Wichita, Kansas. That will be the next video. That will be the 48th state.
Woohoo!
The 48th state. On the next video, we will have been to every state except Hawaii and Alaska. So that's going to be cool. All right, there it is.